Good morning, my dear friends, and a warm welcome to everyone. Today, we have gathered here for another episode of Meet My Gems. Judiciary exam is one of the most difficult exams. Every year, many aspirants sit for the exam, but only few are selected to become judicial officers. We all know that hard work and proper guidance is required to clear this exam. Proper guidance is crucial for our development in both academia and life. And who could provide the guidance we need better than a good teacher? On this note, I would like to introduce our Honorable Sir, Dr. Prem Kumar Agarwal. Because of his initiative, this entire series is possible. Besides the fact that he is the current head of Department of Law at Hooghly Motion College and a visiting faculty member of West Bengal Judicial Academy and National Judicial Academy, having exposure to and presiding over youth conventions in Singapore, London, Paris, as an active youth leader of Rotary Club. He had visited Sweden to deliver series of lecture on culture, polity, legal system of India as a part of group exchange program of Rotary International. His achievements reach far and beyond the ambit of academics, as he had been a former lawyer and a judge. He has authored many books, such as Intellectual Property Rights of Farmers, Company Law, and Limitation Law, and many more. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Chandri, for the generous introduction. Today's episode of Meet My Gems, number 5, will feature Poulami Pandit, one of my gems, who is a gold medalist from the University of Burdwan and secured an 11th rank in the West Bengal Judicial Service 2019. Poulami, please speak your heart and mind out to your younger brothers and sisters who will greatly benefit from your story of success. It's all yours, Chandri. Please begin the interview.
Ma'am, tell us about your family, something about yourself, where you went to school, your schooling.
First of all, I'm very much grateful to sir for giving me this platform where I can share my suggestions to other aspirants. Coming to me, I belong from Asansol. I completed my schooling from AG Church, and after that, I pursued BCom honors and then enrolled myself for LLB. I also completed LLM from the Department of Law, Burdwan University. So basically, I am the first one in my family who joined this legal industry. So, yes. So I'm lucky to share with you.
Ma'am, we are lucky to have you in this interview, and you could share our knowledge with us so that the aspirants can. Ma'am, we are very lucky to have you, ma'am. Ma'am, when did you decide that you want to become a judicial officer?
Well, when I was in my LLB days, at that very time, I decided that I should join this noble service. During those days only, I have that idea that I should do something noble to the society. So I chose this as my passion, you can say, judiciary as my passion.
Ma'am, what was your experience while were you studying in law college, and how much it helped you for preparing yourself for this exam?
Well, actually, LLB lays the very foundation stone for WBJS. If you do your LLB seriously, then I think it will be a positive point for appearing WBJS. But during our LLB, we do selective studies because we have semester pattern in which we have a lot of subjects. The time is also very short. So we do selective studies, but that is not going to work for WBJS. The scope is little more, and you should have depth knowledge in each and every paper. So in that case, you need to pay more focus in WBJS. Actually, we do do selective studies in LLB, so that is not going to work while preparing WBJS. You should be very much comprehensive. You should have detailed knowledge, in-depth knowledge in each and every subject, so that if any question is up from any corner, you can attempt it. So that helps.
Ma'am, considering the volume of the syllabus, is it sine qua non to have a formal guidance actually?
Well, having formal guidance is not a non-well, but it depends. Actually, it depends upon the aspirants whether they will go for or not. But it's also necessary to have someone as your mentor, guide, who will make your journey more smooth. So in my case, it was definitely Dr. Prem Kumar Agarwal sir who guided me, and how my approach to be, how I should prepare myself to give mental support to enrich my confidence. So sir has definitely helped me a lot in this. So this helps actually. Otherwise, if you can manage this well, but you need someone to guide you.
Ma'am, how much internet, YouTube channels, and various web portals helped you in preparing yourself for this exam?
Well, internet definitely has its positive sides. It definitely have. I used to stay at PG as I was studying at Burdwan, so I had no access to television. So I had to depend on internet mainly to get news updates and important case judgments, important decisions. So internet definitely has its positive sides in that. And YouTube channels, though I hadn't accessed much to internet YouTube channels for preparation, but first I used to follow some motivational talks which boost your confidence. It boosts your confidence. So I followed some. Otherwise, internet has its. You should use internet for positive things. We should not be carried away or get addicted to other social media platforms. So you should have a balance. You should utilize it for your study purpose. So that helps actually.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. What was your strategy for prelims?
Well, there's no separate strategy for prelims. When you prepare for mains, your prelims is covered. But you need to give special attention in some subjects. Like I had not opted for constitutional law and Hindu law as my optional. So questions are asked from those parts in the prelims. So you should give some attention. But 1 month preparation before the prelims, I think is enough. You can practice MCQs from some leading books. Like I followed the Universals one. It was a good book. So you can practice MCQs whenever you feel like, or whenever you get bored while studying books. So you can have some MCQs and solve them. So this will help. This helps actually. And basically, the bear acts are very useful for prelims. You did not. It will be of much help if you follow bear acts. So this was my strategy actually.
And for your mains, ma'am, how did you prepare yourself for the mains? What books you followed? So
yes, I understand.
It's a very vast syllabus. So
Yes, I got it. Actually, mains, I selected one standard book, any standard books you like or the aspirants like, which they feel easy to understand and to write. You can follow any standard book and Bear Acts. Bear Acts is very important. First, you go through the Bear Acts, then you read the books for detailed knowledge, and then practice writing. These are the steps you should go through while preparing the main, because the time management plays a very vital role while preparing for the mains. And you can also refer books which you feel like, if you feel comfortable with, you can refer books. So I mainly focused on the textbook. Any standard textbook you can opt, which you followed during the LLB level, you can follow those and you prepare yourself. And answer writing is also very important part. And one more thing I just forgot, revision. Revision plays a very important role. Frequent revisions help you to remember things. Otherwise, we are all human. There is always a tendency to forget things. So revision, frequent revisions helps you to remember. It boosts confidence also. So that was me.
Ma'am, what was your optional paper and how did you prepare those paper and the reason behind selecting those optional paper?
Well, I have opted Muslim law, limitation, and partnership as my optional. Um, Muslim law I opted because it is uncodified and it is a small scope is small and easier to remember and it's scoring too. So I opted for Muslim law and I followed a standard textbook that I followed in the LLB. So that was useful. And in the partnership, I am a commerce background student, so I already had that base in partnership. So I opted a partnership. Well, that too, you can follow any standard book, partnership which you feel easy, you can understand. And limitation is a small act. It's easier to remember. It's coding. I particularly followed Dr. Prince's book on limitation, which is very easy and very compact and easy to understand. So I followed that. Now, basically, we all the problem part in the partnership and the limitation is a little bit difficult to. I used to solve these so that was a little bit helpful for me. So these are the reasons. Chandri, you have
Sorry,
been,
ma'am. Yeah.
yeah.
Ma'am, how did you study? Means what routine you followed? What was your blueprint to get through this exam?
Well, I couldn't follow a routine in that time because I enrolled myself in LLM in 2017. So I had classes. Sometimes I had classes. Sometimes my classes were off. So it depends. So I did not have that straight jacket routine each and every day. I studied 2 or 3 subjects each day and then do revisions. It depends. Actually, I studied when I felt like studying. I enjoyed my studies. I never took it as a burden. Otherwise, if you take it as a burden, then it becomes difficult. So I took rest, I took breaks. That helps actually. You shouldn't take stress too much. If you get stressed, it will affect your performance in some way or the other.
Ma'am, were you daily answer writing or solving mock test papers? It was like
Well,
make
it was
sure that
not.
I made sure that I will solve this at least 3 subjects mock test paper, or I will write the answers and go through all the questions over the past years.
Well, I followed past year's papers, but I was not daily in writing answers. I wrote answers, especially during the weekends. I did not. I wrote only those answers which I felt little tricky, not straight jacket. Those questions I wrote answer and got them checked by sir. So I used to check them and detect my loopholes, which points are relevant, which I missed, which points I shouldn't, is irrelevant for the answer. These tips I used to do for me. So but I practice writing. Of course, answer writing practice is very important in judiciary because you have 3 hours time. You should write compact answer in that 3 years. Complete your 3 hours. You complete your paper. So answer writing actually enhances your quality and your speed. So answer writing is definitely important for judiciary.
Ma'am, how did you prepare yourself for the general knowledge paper?
Well, general knowledge is having a vast scope, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mainly followed standard newspaper, English newspaper. Actually, newspaper serves two purpose. First, you can comes to know about the thing happening around you, and secondly, if you read paper, then your English is also developing. So reading newspaper is a good habit. So I read newspaper to get myself updated about the surroundings. And secondly, following good GK general knowledge books and the magazines. I followed Chronicle as suggested by Sir. So I followed Chronicle for this. So these helps a lot. And other things you can obviously follow the social sites and all those things for getting
Ma'am, any
updated.
particular method you followed in remembering the general knowledge? Because some things are important, some things are not
Yeah,
important.
of course. When you read paper, you should mark the important parts. The whole newspaper is not relevant for your WBJS. You should do some selective. You can mark the important things which may be important. Because now in current context, if the candidates or aspirants who are appearing this year, now the hot topic for this is COVID-19. So you should always get updated to the recent happenings around you, so that develops. No, you when you read newspaper, when you read books, when you read follow various magazines, that gets imbibed in you. That helps actually.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, how did you prepare for the English and second language paper?
Yeah, English. Actually, I had no problem. I had no problem in English because from the very small, I did my schooling in English medium, and we write answers in LLP in English. So but there's no end to learning. When I
Yes.
read, when you read paper, your English improves, your speed improves, your quality improves. So I read newspaper, solve the last year's paper if necessary. If I felt like to write some essay or like that, I practice. But I dedicated much more time to my second language because
Second.
I had Bengali as my second language, and I left Bengali just after class 10. So I
Yes.
had a problem in writing, especially the speed. So I practiced Bengali 1 or 2 days, especially during the weekends, to increase my speed and quality, because you know all know that time is a very vital factor in that
Yes.
3 hours you need to complete your paper and maintain your standard and quality. So that needs a practice. So I practiced questions from last year's paper. That helped.
Ma'am, how did your mentors' various methods and interpretation guided you for such tough examination?
Well, this is very important. Sir made us underline whenever he used to teach us the Bear Act. He made us
Yes.
underline the keywords and key phrases, which we should never miss, because without those keywords and key phrases, your answer is incomplete. So he always focused on the keywords. He always focused on writing compact answer but presentable answer. Your answer should be presentable. He always advised us to make our answers different from the others. You should make an effort so that your answer is unique.
Yes.
Actually, writing is an art, you know, and sir has helped me in developing this art. Like when you go to eat in any five-star hotel or restaurant, in addition to the food and quality, they pay extra attention to garnishing and decorating. Well, it enhances your interest, your makes the food more interesting. So
Yes.
you should write your answers so that it is more presentable, more compact, more in bullets. Break your answers, write in your own words. So always emphasized on writing answers in own words because it develops the skill in writing. Because you never know from which corner question may be asked. So that develops by writing. So these tips I used to give, which is very useful for me especially. So that helps actually. Actually, a mentor is always required for boosting your confidence, giving you mental support whenever you feel low. Sometimes so you get distracted by the negative thoughts around you, negative talks
Yes.
around you. So there should be someone to boost your confidence, to encourage you that no, you can do it. So that booster is
Yes.
my case. It is things definitely.
Ma'am, how did you prioritize your last moment preparation for the judicial examination?
Well, judicial exams are held back to back. So we get very less time for revision and you get exhausted. After giving 6 hours exam, definitely will get exhausted. So in that case, you can just go through what I did. I did go through the bare acts, especially when I had that CPC, CRPC, IPC, and evidence paper in one day. It was tremendous pressure for in that day. So you can go through the bare acts, go through the important parts, which is important because you can't go through the night before the exam, each and every corner of the book. It's not possible. So your preparation ends just before the exam starts. So I mean to say, your mains exam starts the day before your exam preparation should be over, and you can just do last minute revision from your BRX. BRX are very much useful for this last minute preparation, definitely.
Ma'am, generally people get nervous during the time examination time. Ma'am, how did you tackle that nervousness and kept yourself calm? Like, how did you do it?
Well, people often, candidate often get nervous. Well,
Yes.
always advised us that never think about the result, never think about the consequences. Give your best, because when you think of the consequences, you can never perform well. So personally myself do meditation, which helps a lot for keeping your mind calm. So you can opt for that, and uh, keeping calm develops. No, when you prepare, when you can't. Yeah, if you get nervous, you can do more mistakes than
Yes.
you can. So it's better to keep calm. You shouldn't think of the result. No, if you think of the result, you can't live in present. So you should think about the present thing. So that is important.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. This is a very important thing. Many students get nervous and they tend to make mistakes. So, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, how much your mentor's guidance helped you for your personality test?
Well, I was a bit nervous for personality test because this was my first interview which I was appearing for. Well, I gave mock interview in front of sir, which helped a lot. Sir always says that personality test, as the name rightly suggests, it's not to test your knowledge, it's to test your personality. So he, by giving mock interviews, it improved my confidence. The sir always suggested to admit things which is not true. Actually, if you try to play smart, they will catch you immediately, the interview panel. So say what you know. It's well and good. If you don't know anything, admit it. It's well. But yeah, other things, the personality test mainly test your attitude, your confidence level, and definitely your capacity to handle pressure. So these things develops by giving mock interview, and for me it developed a lot. Actually, I gained a lot of confidence by giving mock interviews.
Ma'am, what was your experience in Viva?
Well, very good experience in Viva. The interview board made me feel so comfortable that I I was not at all nervous after entering the room. I was nervous before entering the room, but as soon as I entered the room, I don't know, confidence came. Maybe due to the mock interview which I gave, maybe for that reason. Well, they asked very general question. My interview lasted for about 8 to 10 minutes. They asked general question like, as I'm a commerce background, I had done BCom, so they asked me that I had good prospects, why I did not opt for MBA or CA, why I came to put to this legal field, and other questions like what would be my contribution if I join the service towards the judicial uh, system actually, and other things like why I opted the certain optional paper, what was my motive. These all asked very casual questions actually. So that was my interview lasted for just 8 minutes. So they actually uh, want to know how much pressure you can handle. So they asked me, yes, I remember, they asked me a question from Information Technology Act, which I had, but I couldn't bring that to mind in that very moment. So I admitted that, sorry, sir, I don't know, or I couldn't remember. So that depends. They also asked question regarding the place I stay. Actually, they want to know whether you know about the place where you stay. So these are the questions are generally asked. Actually, one thing, one another question they asked that what are you doing presently? So I told them that I am pursuing LLM from Department of Law. So these are the questions which they asked me during the interview.
Ma'am, tips for the aspirants that what will you give some tips that they should follow and prepare themselves for the exam?
Yes, definitely. You should have a goal. You should always be positive. There will be negative talks around you to motivate, demotivate you, but you should learn to strain out the positive things out of the negative things. You should always focus on the first BRX, then go through the books, write in your own words, highlight the important phrases or the keywords, and always be positive. Actually, failure doesn't determine your capability. Even if you fail the first time, uh, find out your loophole, find out your latches, find out where you lack, and then appear again in the second time. So you should always be positive, no? And during this trainers process, you need someone as your mentor, guide, and philosopher who will guide you and make your journey more smooth, a little bit more smooth for you. So in my case, it was definitely Dr. Prem Kumar Agarwal, sir, who always motivated me and helped me to build confidence, improve my writing, improve my answer, where to focus, where not to focus, how to write, how to make compact answer. These all things actually you need a mentor, which I got Prem sir as my mentor. So these things you just keep in mind, and all the very best for the upcoming WBJS. These things I think it will help.
Thank you, ma'am. Everything good must come to an end. So we are at this end of the interview. So what to you, so
Thank you, Chandri. Thank you.
Thank you,
thank you,
Chandra.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
Polami. Yet
Thank you,
another
sir.
episode to learn from. Like
Thank you so
yesterday,
much, sir.
what are the chief takeaways from today's interview? As I have already said, at the cost of repetition, I am repeating it once more. Personality test in any public interview, any public job interview, is the test of personality for the job you are aspiring for. Polami rightly said. And as Polami was saying throughout the interview, if you have listened carefully, coaching is not a sine qua non for any exam whatsoever. You can very well crack the exam by self-study. But then, as she said, that some mentor, some friend, philosopher, and guide, if you have, it may be in the form of some of your senior, somebody at home, some of your teacher, some of your motivator, it helps. But even then, if you do not have anyone, you may prepare for the exam yourself. And you must have somebody or the other in the form of your, college teacher, university teacher, anybody. So for her, it was me. I am elated to know. Very nice. So
Thank you,
the
sir.
brief takeaway from today's interview is revision is the mother of wisdom. Writing compact answers, layout should be unique. So thank you, Polumi, for speaking your mind and heart out. Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
Chandra, for your very good questions, insightful questions, which made things very clear and beneficial for the listeners. Thank you, Mohit, for the back office job. Thank you all. Till the next episode. Thank you very much.